What's happening? Of course, you know it's your boy B Hot Radio shouting. As always, I got my podcast partner off in this thing. The original hot boy himself, Thique. What's good with it, Thique?
What it do, what it is. You already know
Thique,
what it is.
Man, we got a superstar in this thing, a super producer / artist, all of the above, a flat out entertainer. I see you got the visor on.
Yeah.
I see you got the visor on.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Ivory Scott. What's good with it, boss?
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
I mean, feeling good, feeling great. Now, I mean, Ivory, let's get straight to it. Just like me, Eric Bellinger, man. Y'all went in that thing and went crazy.
Yeah, man.
Break that banger down to me, boss.
Definitely a movie actually produced by OG Parker and Hitmaker. So, you know, we got a lot of hits together. It was actually a song that we was like shooting for another artist. And when I came out the booth, Hitmaker was like, nah, we got to keep this for you. And we've been holding on to this record for like 2 years, to be honest with you.
Oh, my God.
So, you know what I'm saying? It's the present time right now.
Okay, I mean, with you being about to drop this EP, man, I mean, what do we need to be expecting from this thing, sir?
Everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as a songwriter, I write in multi-genres, you know what I'm saying? All the way from pop to hip-hop. So, like, you know, it's going to be a good blend of all energies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, any experience that you need with this project, it's going to be able to give it to you.
Exactly. Now, coming out of Chicago with it, though, man,
Yeah,
what was that like? Coming out of the south side of Chicago, now, it wasn't as dangerous as they make it out to be.
As seen on TV.
Yeah.
How did he navigate through that thing?
Exactly, man.
I mean, you know, like coming up, like my brothers, you know what I'm saying, were heavy in the streets and shit like that. So, you know, a lot of times, like when you coming up and you got those big brothers, they can help you keep you out of trouble. You know what I'm saying? They got into all the trouble for me.
Yeah.
So it's like when you from it and you a part of it, it ain't as scary as it is when you not. So
Well, you ain't no little brother, you goddamn self, though, Ivory.
so-
I think you was chasing a few niggas around there.
Yeah, it was like. But I love my city though. It's a great city.
Exactly.
For sure.
I mean, moving down here to the A with it, though, man. What was it like transitioning from the Midwest to the South?
I ain't have to buy that many coats. That's
Come
for
on.
sure. You know what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
cold as hell in Chicago, but you know, since a lot of good energy and you know, Atlanta changed my life. So
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? It put me where I am now.
When you touched down in the city, though, man, I mean, how did the A-Town change your life?
So when I came out here, I lived in LA for like 2 years. I lived in LA, but I moved from Chicago to LA chasing music. You know what I'm saying? I lived in my car for like 9 months, just chasing. And then a producer named Jamie Deere actually brought me to Atlanta and was like, yo, it's a lot more opportunity out here for you.
Yeah.
I ended up meeting Ray Daniels. Ray Daniels
What
ended
up,
up,
though, Ray?
Yeah. He
Yeah.
ended up getting me signed to a pub deal with Mike Karen.
What?
And that's how like my whole like songwriting producer career kind of started. So
Yeah.
shit, I got Atlanta to thank for that, for real.
See, a lot of people think just moving to Atlanta is the remedy to success. Like, I just heard you say you slept in your car for like 9 months.
Nah, for sure.
Like, what was the transitioning from you sleeping in your car to moving in Atlanta to becoming this mega person that you are today?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, like, you know, anything that's worth anything is gonna take struggle. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through anything. If it's easy to get it, you know what I'm saying, then anybody can have it. So like basically like me transitioning from, you know, being homeless, it was all sacrifices, you know what I'm saying? But it was a journey. Like a lot of times, like I'm introducing myself right now, but I've been at this, you know what I'm saying? I done wrote songs for people from Madonna, Beyonce. I mean, the credits is crazy, but like it took a lot of like climbing to get to this point right now where we talking today.
So keeping that on a hush, Madonna and Beyonce. Like back in the days, you couldn't say that almost, you know.
Yeah.
So what gives you the comfortability
It's a lot of
to be able to
situations like
speak
that
on
still
it now? You know, to say that I have wrote for them, I have wrote for that. Did you get tired of not getting the credit?
Nah, I mean, I feel like, you know, everything has its own time. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was working on the projects, I wasn't like, yo, I wrote this for Dirk, or I did this for, you know what I'm saying? I give the artist their shine. You know, I said the other day in an interview, like, you know what I'm saying? You have to get out the way of the artist's creativeness. You know what I'm saying? Just be inspiration. So I always like try to strive for that. So that's why it's easy for me to say, yeah, when I say I wrote this for an artist, that means we did it together. You know what I'm saying? This era is a lot different than probably back then when collaboration was like frowned upon. Like, you know, but this is the world of collaborations. You'll have 10 producers on one song. You know what I'm saying? You'll have 5 writers on one song. So it's like, it's the era of collaboration. We all working together. You know, it take us all to do it. You feel me?
Exactly. Now, when it comes to working with Beyonce, when you came with that Thique, man, I mean, how did that banger come about, and what was it? How did that whole placement situation happen, sir?
Man, honestly, like, you know, when you sign to a good publisher like APG, they'll get you in a lot of good rooms. You know what I'm saying? So like I always say, like the grassroots is like getting to the producer. You know what I'm saying? You got to tap in with the producers as a songwriter in order to get success. But man, I was in LA at the studio, and they sent me, a reference, a beat, just saying like, yo, Beyonce love this beat.
Yeah.
I said then, a reference to Thique, and like everything rest is just kind of like history.
So when you get that Beyonce,
come on now,
I'm quite sure you're a fan. Like
for sure.
how do you approach a Beyonce record? Like, are you nervous, or it's just like any other approach?
I feel like the first 10 seconds of anything, you're nervous. You know what I'm saying? But then once you realize who you are and you recognize your own greatness, you can see you worthy to stand next to the greats.
That's right.
So I just always kind of like felt like I belonged. You know what I'm saying? In those kind of environments, because I've sharpened my sword so long.